We're starting to see even more of that brilliant fall color start to emerge here in the Carolinas. Check out these photos of Grandfather Mountain this weekend.
That is beautiful.
Yeah,
wow.
Beautiful sight there. You got some of the reds and oranges starting to just pop there on the mountains. These pictures taken during sunrise yesterday from Banner Elk.
Wow, that is so pretty.
I know.
Well, talking about the weather around here, it doesn't feel like fall.
No.
It feels a little muggy, and we're going to be a little warm.
Yeah, and it might slow down the color a little bit, which is probably good news for a lot of people. They probably want to get some time to get up to the mountains, but we're starting to see some of that color in many locations. This is a live view from App State in Boone. You could see some of the maples there showing some nice red, but there's still quite a bit of green in the valley. We go up to the top of Beech Mountain. You could see some of the color on the side of the mountain there, certainly starting to get some high to moderate levels of color, and that's what we're seeing in many locations based on the reports this weekend. Pretty good color above around 4,000 feet or so. It's certainly not peak color yet, but we're going to probably be there at the highest elevations this weekend. I'm talking the top of Beech, Sugar, Grandfather, Mount Mitchell, those areas. You can see those elevations are already in the high range. You go down in elevation, moderate to low color down through Boone and Banner Elk like we saw in the Blowing Rock area. So over the next couple of weekends, these colors will start working their way down in the valleys. I think peak color, we might have to shade that in with red by this weekend up in the mountains, though I do think these warm nights can slow the color down. The thing that drives the color are warm sunny days, cool dry nights. We have the opposite. We've got warm muggy days and nights right now. We've got some scattered showers across the area. Most of the rain is really isolated to scattered, but if you get under one of these downpours, they're really coming down. Heavier rain moving through Georgia and South Carolina, and the mountains and foothills will be the focus for any heavier rain. It's a low risk for flash flooding tonight and tomorrow, but because we could see 3 or 4 days of this, eventually the accumulation of rain could add up to some flash flooding issues by maybe Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But as I mentioned, boy, it feels like summer with these dew points in the 60s to low 70s. Don't often hear me say we're going to see muggy air in October, but that's the case right now for the next 7 to 10 days. We've got a stalled front and an upper level low. It's not moving. So what's happening, that is spinning counterclockwise, driving moisture into the Carolinas. High pressure off the East Coast spinning clockwise, driving that same moisture into the area. Nothing is moving. And the atmosphere is kind of locked up right now in a stalled pattern. So we'll see waves of rain the next couple of days. But here's the thing, there's no washout. It's not going to rain the entire day, any day this week, but you got to be prepared because at any moment you're going to see one of these passing showers. Could last 15, 20 minutes. Then we get a break, then another shower comes in about an hour or so, and that's kind of the trend this week. Notice the rain chance is highest probably Wednesday, Thursday into early Friday. Saturday morning some rain, but then it starts to move out. I do think over the next 7 days, though, we could see some totals of 3 to 5 inches in the mountains and foothills. So certainly a setup that's going to keep us warm as well. Look at the ridge. See this big ridge of high pressure? Really no cold fronts, nothing coming down from Canada all the way through the end of next week. So the long range forecast, cool out west, warm, and we're talking way above average possible for many locations, probably about 5 to 10 degrees above average for this time of year. And then 8 to 14 days out, look at the time frame, the 12th through the 18th, not a lot of change here. So there really is not a sign of cooler weather coming up in the next 10 to 14 days. And you see that reflected in the 7-day forecast. Pretty mild conditions. Check out the weekend, though. We should dry out in time as we go towards Sunday. And then next week, highs could be up around 80 degrees.
Wow. All right. Thank you, Brad.